Harlem, Harlem. We gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Let me send this joint out real quick. We gotta do better, man. I'm not jacking this. Shout out to Mace for trying to get these guys back together. Send this joint out. Share. We gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? I'm at work right now. I was gonna wait till later to go live, but then I was like, nah, man. Let me drop in and just put in my 2 cents. Real talk. Real talk. Um, Me personally, we got to do better. We got to stop this drama. Harlem got to do better. These guys should not. These guys are too old to be beefing. Too old to be beefing. Too old to be beefing, man. Don't make no sense. Too old to be beefing. You know what I mean? Cameron, you know, like at some point, somebody got to be the bigger man. That's my whole thing. Okay, Cameron came on his show today and pretty much broke down, um, how Jim Jones and him met, how Jim Jones started working with the Dipset. Well, not working with Dipset, but working with Cam and rapping with Cam, and how he met Mace, how Jim met Mace, and all of that, and just really, pretty much just I don't want to say embarrassing Jim, but it made Jim look kind of bad. You know what I mean? Um, and we don't need that right now, B. It's like my whole thing is that yeah, like those dudes are icons. All three of them, Mace, Cam, and Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? And it's bad enough that we don't have nobody from no younger cats from Harlem that's coming out rapping or record labels or whatever the case is. But to result to drama like this is just crazy, man. Like yo, somebody got to be the bigger man. Somebody got to be the bigger man and be like, yo, listen, I'm not going back and forth with you, bro. That's why I said props to Mace. Yeah, yeah. If there's 7 people in here, there should be 7 likes. If and I hope the guy that edits. What's up, man? I remember you from before, B. What's good, B? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe, like, share the channel. Um, we got to do better, yo. This ain't helping our people. This ain't helping our culture, man. Like us going at each other like this. You know what I'm saying? Freaking talking bad about each other. Bob the Great, what's good, man? Hello, hello, hello. It's not good. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, B. That must be a constant. Cool. It's not a good look. What's good? What's good? Harlem, we gotta do better, man. I don't like this. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. There's no way in the world you should be almost 50 years old and going back and forth on social media. You ain't from Harlem, you from New Jersey. listen, listen, man. I'm not the other guy. I ain't gotta prove to nobody where I'm from. If you know me, you know where I'm from. You understand what I'm saying? If you know me, you know where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Straight like that, B. Like, for real, for real. If you know me, you know where I'm from, B. Real talk. I just hope not Lexington. Definitely not from Lexington Avenue. Definitely not from Lexington Ave. 8th Ave. 8th Ave all day. For those who don't know what 8th Avenue is, Frederick Douglass Boulevard. For those who don't know. Okay, she had made a mistake. Yeah, for those who don't know, Orange County is crazy. Orange County is crazy. Hell no. Harlem World, man. We gotta do better, man. It's not supposed to be like this. It's not supposed to be like this. You know? Hopefully these guys can make up. Um some people feel like there's no coming back from it. I think, man, time heals all wounds, man. Time heals all wounds. You know? Like, I hope the right person talks to Jim. I hope the right person talks to Cam. And they mend their differences, man. This for y'all to be going for these dudes to be arguing and going back and forth every 5, 6, 7 years over nonsense is just crazy. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Shit is it's crazy. It's mind baffling. Like I've never seen nothing like this before. I've never seen nothing like this before. Like, when are we gonna be role models for these kids, man? Or not just role models. Forget role models because, you know, no celebrity wants to be a role model. But when we just gonna be act out, when we gonna act our age, is the thing. 'Cause that's just what they doing is they not acting their age, man. They acting like they back on Linux or seventh or eighth or whatever. Like, all these dudes got money, man. They paid. Like, why niggas is moving like this, B? Too much history together. These dudes got too. When you got that much history with somebody, man, it gotta be more positive than negative at the end of the day. That's my thing. If you got more positive than negative, that's a blessing. That means that you have more good things to think about, or more memory, like more good memories than bad. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, and the passion probably isn't the same. The passion definitely probably isn't the same. But it's like, yo, if we both successful in different areas, why are we mad at each other? Why are we mad? We should be congratulating each other. We should be, and this is a problem that's going on, not just in the music industry or with these dudes. This is going on in family in households. This is going on in friendships and all that kind of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people don't know how to squash beef. You understand what I'm saying? Everything does run a course. Everything does run a course. Them niggas need to sit down with a therapist or something, man. But somebody who can mediate that situation and say, yo, nah, you was wrong for this. Or you, like, this is crazy, bro. Just like it's just like a relationship. You ain't never lie. This person is. It might be over, and that's the sad part. Their relationship might be over, and that's the sad part. But hey, listen, like, I would have loved to see Jim Jones on It Is What It Is, doing some type of, like, doing something, like, just be creative. Like, there's so much creative, so much. The devil is busy, man. The devil don't want to see, especially black men, as talented as we are and as smart as we are. You know what I mean? We done built pyramids. We done did all type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, the devil don't want to see us come together and work together. You know what I mean? Like, the devil likes to see us arguing. Do you know what type of product they can put out, especially on the platform they have right now, if they all work together? Like, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Yeah, some people feel Cam is jealous. You know what I'm saying? Because Jim been making music for a long. He had the Ballin' record, and he's been rapping, and Jim has been getting better. Technically, Jim has been getting better as a rapper. I can say that. His flow has gotten better. Some might disagree, but Jim has consistently been putting out music for a long time. Yo, bro, Jimmy, Summer in Miami, Certified Gangster, Ballin'. That album that he put out, um, I think it was On My Way to Church, and I think Diary of a Summer. Those are two hot albums that Jim Jones put out, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, Jim been doing it. Jim been putting it on for Harlem for a minute, man. And I think, we you gotta set certain things aside and realize what we talking about. Send this joint to my boy Wally, real quick. Wally 456. One second, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, nah, I'm not saying Cam is jealous. I'm not saying Cam is jealous at all. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that Jim, some say that Cam was jealous, or had a little envious nerve in his system when Jim was on his way up. You know, if that was the case, that's sad. You know what I mean? Because we should not be jealous of our brother or our sister. You did? I just want to see them dudes work together. I want to see what type of product they can deliver if they just work together. Like, they on a talk, and we're not even talking about music. I don't want them to rap together. You say yes, speculations. Those are all speculations. But what I do know is, that's a fact, that Jim Jones has been consistently dropping, and you have a right to your opinion. You don't have to like Jim Jones' music, but he has been consistent with his music. That's like Nas. Nas has been dropping music for the past 6 years straight. He's been dropping 2 albums a year. A lot of people don't like his music or whatever the case is, but he's been consistent. And you have to give him his props for that. He ain't been dropping no hit records. He's doing it. Why? Because he has a passion for music. He has a passion for this thing we call hip hop. Yes, yeah, you can call it trash. You can call it trash, bro. But he's still getting bookings. He's still, you go to YouTube, he's getting millions of views and hundreds of thousands of views. So if somebody out there that likes this man's music, this is what I'm, look at Gaston. Gaston Train, 2 Train, is someone who likes Jim. So everything ain't for everybody, Pat. This is what you got to understand, bro. Everything ain't for everybody. A lot of niggas that think a lot of Jay-Z albums was trash. How many albums Jay-Z dropped that wasn't all of that? You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z done dropped a couple of albums that was like, it wasn't a playback. You hear it once, you hear it twice, like, all right, cool, you know, it was something, you know? But we respect Jay, because Jay, yeah, you see what I'm saying? 444, like, you know, you know what I mean? Like, come on, we can run down Jay-Z's album joint. Everybody don't drop, you know what I'm saying, stuff for everybody. And Jay-Z is my number 1 rapper, even though I'm kind of not feeling Jay right now, no Diddy. Like, Reasonable Doubt was a banger. In My Lifetime was I'm gonna just name out the ones that wasn't really all of that. And I'm gonna keep it a bean. Kingdom Come, Watch the Throne, Magna Carta, Holy Grail. A few joints. You feel me? Same with Nas. Nas dropped a few joints. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't feel Nas. So you got to respect Jim for being consistent and putting on for the town. Keeping Harlem on the map. You got to respect him for that. You know? I just want to see those guys. Once has Bootleg dropped in 98. Once Nas Bootleg dropped in 98, I was done with Hov. Facts. Cam on a different path from Jim Jones. You cannot keep rapping. Cam is doing business and rapping, 2 different things. Yeah, they on totally different paths, bro. They doing the podcast thing. Them dudes, yo, what's it called? It Is What It Is. Yo, they almost at 1 million subscribers, man. You know what I mean? They got about 800,000 subscribers. They way past Drink Champs. Way past. Drink Champs is only at like 300,000, 400,000 or something like that. They about to surpass them. They almost at Joe Budden's joint. Joe Budden's at 1.3. And they going, you know what I'm saying? The views for today's podcast that Cam dropped today, that joint is at 650,000 views, bro, in one day. And you know why? Because he was talking about Jim Jones. That's why. All his other joints, 200,000, 300,000. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man, Jim's music has gotten better, but his content is corny. Yeah, Jim's music has gotten better. Has gotten better, bro. And it's like his pen game is getting better. I can't front. Some of the stuff ain't all of it ain't hot, but I think some of Jim's stuff is hard. I ain't gonna front. Jim's music has gotten better, but his content, yeah, his content is corny because we don't like, you know, all of the gang glorifying the gangs and stuff like that. You know, I don't think that's a positive thing to do in the time that we're living. You understand what I'm saying? Back in the days, you know, gangs was doing positive things for the community. Now there's a lot of gangs fighting each other, they killing each other, and it's not helping our community. And that's the unfortunate part. You feel me? So that's why a lot of people don't like what Jim doing. You know, but some songs he do drop, you know what I mean, be all right for some people. So what's Dipset without Jim rapping and Cam just wearing merch? Exactly, man. Like, I think Cam just wanted people to know that Jim wasn't the reason. Jim wasn't the one who started Dipset, or Jim wasn't, you know, he didn't play the role that he said he played. I don't want to hear a 50-year-old man talking this street corner talk and his son is going to Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. At 50 years old, your pen game don't get better, boss. Your brain slows down. For some, B. For some, not for all. You know what I mean? It depends. It all depends. Jim's pen got better in time. I just don't like the subject material. Yeah, the subject material is you know, he has a good, his wordplay has gotten a lot better. I'm telling you. His wordplay has gotten a lot better. He just needs to switch up what he's rapping about. And I think that's what Cam was talking about. Like, you got all these dudes around you and y'all pumping the wrong message. And what's happening? These dudes are getting locked up. These dudes are getting locked up, man. All these dudes is getting locked up. Yeah, he was talking about lobby boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, it's just not good, man. It's just not good. It's not a good look. You could be doing 1,000 things that's positive, bro. But if you're doing a few things that's negative, it's going to overshadow those positive things you're doing. Because what he's doing with the lobby boys is something positive. I mean, as far as them working out together and going to the gym and stuff like that, like, that's a positive thing. You know, health is wealth. You understand what I'm saying? But if you out here and you pumping the wrong message, it's going to overshadow all of that, B. Nah, my bad. I didn't mean the lobby boys. I meant the Vamp Fit thing that they got going on. It's Fabulous, Jim Jones, Mano, and I think Dave East. That's what they doing. That's what I meant to say. Pardon me. Pardon me. I stand corrected. We gotta do better, man. Like, not where they talking about hip hop all day. Make sure. All right, we good. Not where they talking about hip hop all day, or interviewing rappers or whatever. These dudes is talking about sports. You know? Shout out to White Bread. You know what I mean? Straight out of BBO from Harlem. You know, they got him on the show now. You know what I mean? And that's a good look. I like how they putting certain people on. And I just feel like I said it a little earlier. Man, if Jim was able to come on there, if I don't know, man. If them dudes make up, I got faith, man. I got faith in them dudes. I think they gonna make up, B. Mark my words. I said it right here, B. Them dudes they gonna work it out. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Watch. Watch. Mark my words. Mark my words. And we gonna run the tape, and y'all gonna see it first on here. Y'all gonna be like, yo, Mom said that shit, B. Real talk. Real talk. This is just their egos, man. You dealing with dudes who got real. Their egos is up the. Like, I'm not with the signs and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get into all of that. But they egos. It's just the ego thing, man. It's just the ego trip, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just an ego trip. Because you got to remember, prior to Jim Jones going on that podcast, they was good. They was good. That's all. They was good money. You got to be careful when you go on these podcasts, man, because some of and look, Justin LeBoy, he's sitting back like, yeah, boy, I got him. You know, like, his views is going up. Nobody cares about his podcast. Like, respectfully, like, I know he be, said he's king of toxic and all that stuff. But as far as like potting, like niggas ain't really checking for homie like that. You know what I'm saying? Jim made his podcast famous for a day, 15 seconds. Now he said they chased you to the ocean and you went in the water. Listen, man. Listen. Things happen, man. Everybody has a bad day, man. Everybody got a bad day. You understand what I'm saying? Nova, what's up? What's up, young king? What's good, man? What's good, man? It's been a minute. Glad you was able to make it to the pod, man. Everybody got a bad day, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate what happened, man. You know? They had a bad day in Rucker. You know what I'm saying? When they was jumping Jim. And they said Cam allegedly ran out the park on Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? So they made up after that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like things happen, bro. Things happen. You change. We evolve. You know? Shout out to the people in the building right now, especially after talking all that. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Especially after talking all that ish. I missed your last part. I was at practice when you... It's all good. It's all good, baby bro. It's all good, baby bro. Hope you got a home run. Cam didn't run. He just stood on the side. Well, exactly. My point exactly. You know? And I'm pretty sure he probably looked back like, damn, I should have fought. I should have threw a bottle or something. You know? But they made up. I'm not defending Jim. Oh, Jim. Listen. You don't have to live in a specific area to be from that area, right? I don't know when Jim started hanging in Harlem, hanging at his grandmother's house. You understand what I'm saying? You know, he went to Rice. Rice is in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? He was always in Harlem, I guess, at his grandmother's house, or whatever the case is. I forget what projects it is. I think it's like on 115th and Lenox or something like that. But if you always hung there, then you can claim it. You can rep it. You can claim your grandmother's block. You can claim your grandmother. Listen, my grandmother, right? Let me keep it a bean. My grandmother is from Colonial Projects, right? Taft. Shout out to Taft Projects, 100. I got some people over there, right? My grandmother used to live in Colonials, right? My father was raised in Colonial Projects, right? But we used to always go to Colonial Projects to spend the night at my grandmother's house, to chill at my grandmother's house. At one point, we lived in Colonials when we left Jersey for about a good month or two. You understand what I'm saying? I rep Colonials like that's when dudes see me in the street or whatever, if they from Colonials, they're like, yo, Mont from Colonials. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm in, I go to Colonial reunion, family days and all of that. But I never actually lived in the Colonials, in Colonial Projects. My grandmother was from Colonial Projects. My father was from there. But I was always back there visiting my grandmother. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So we got to start looking at it like that, bro. You ain't like, niggas get it twisted, y'all. We get stuck in this whole... You know what I'm saying? I remember you repping it. Yeah, Colonials. I rep it for sure. Colonials all day. You from 70. You from building 70? I'm from building 30. No doubt. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Queens. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I'm bugging. I was born in the Bronx. You understand what I'm saying? And we moved to Queens right away. So... You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I'm from the Bronx, but I was born in the Bronx. We lived in Queens for about 6-7 years. So I rep Queens. I rep Rosedale, Springfield Gardens. And then we moved to Harlem. We moved to Harlem in 88 when I was about 8-9 years old. So I rep Harlem. I've been living in Harlem since I was 9 years old. So you can rep wherever you want to rep, man. We get caught up in the wrong ish sometimes, man. Jim being complaining for years on the gram. Jim is emotional, man. Come on, man. He called him on radio stations crying and stuff like that. I was born in the Bronx, and now I'm from the Bronx. See? Exactly. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not from the Bronx. No disrespect to the Bronx. But I'm not. I would not sit here and say, yo, I'm from where you from? I'm from the Bronx. Nah, not gonna do that. I lived in Harlem. I was born in Albert Einstein Hospital. Albert Einstein Hospital. And my parents, my family was living in the Bronx at the time. You understand what I'm saying? So as soon as I was born, I guess we moved right away. We moved to Queens. We moved to Rosedale. Had the mean house. The backyard went all the way back to I think it was JFK Airport. Literally. Oh, you graduated from the Bronx, All Hollows. All right, so you played ball then. All right, Gaston. All right, cool, man. That's what's up. I'm glad we able to vibe like that, man. Harlem in the building. You know what I'm saying? And then we moved to Jersey. We lived in Jersey for about a good 2 years. You understand what I'm saying? And then my father was going to pay his rent, and somebody robbed him in the building that we was living in. Because my pops, he had sold a house in Queens. So he moved to Jersey. He was living out there, chilling and whatever. And he went to go pay the rent one morning. Somebody robbed him. And we moved the next day. He was like, we out. We out. So we left. We moved to Harlem. Moved to Harlem in 88. Well, we stayed at my grandmother's house for about like a good month or two or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then we, got an apartment in Harlem. And we live in Harlem since 88. You know what I mean? Yeah, 88. That was a crack era. That's when crack started. No bull. Yeah, but Harlem was still beautiful then, man. Harlem was beautiful back in 88, man. I mean, minus you would hear a lot of, we had drive-bys back then too, bro. I remember one time I heard a drive-by back during that era, man. Shout out to Chill Will, man. God's willing, he's still around. He used to run 55th. You had Chill Will, you had EJ. Shout out to EJ. Prayers up for him. Hope he's all right. That's when Harlem was Harlem, man. Blimpies on 55th. You know what I'm saying? Rooftop was already closed by then, I think. Rucker Park, 155th. You know what I mean? Like, but my brother went to school with Cam and Mace. That's how I met Cam. That's how I met both of them. Because my brother went to school with them. So he introduced me to them. You know what I'm saying? And we used to walk through Harlem every Sunday. My brother would take me, we would walk through Harlem, walk the streets. You know what I'm saying? And he introduced me to Cam. I was mad little, like, probably like 9 years old. That's when I met Cam for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? It was cool. It was all love. Manhattan Center, man. Manhattan Center. I didn't go to that high school. My brother went there. But, that's the school Mace and Cam went to. They was on a basketball team. And that's how Mace and Cam go back so much, because they played ball together. Them dudes was balling like crazy back in the days, B. And them dudes could have went to the league, yo. Mace and Cam literally, there was a shooting at a party this weekend. That's why I don't go to. Yeah, parties is overrated, man. Parties is I'm not going to say it's for suckers, but parties ain't it no more, man. Like, it ain't like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay home, man. Stay home, read a book, watch a movie, chill with your lady. You understand what I'm saying? Like, do that kind of stuff. You dig? Like, people out here shooting. You got people out here getting shot for standing on lines for parties, man. That's how real this is, man. For real. Parties. You don't know parties. It gotta be like some like a special invite type joint. But I'm just not going to no club. Like, yeah, I'm going to the club tonight. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. Bottles is just to buy a drink. A drink is like $20. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I'm not reading y'all comments. There was a fact. I party with my father. Exactly. Oh, you wish you had a lady? Listen, if you ain't got a lady, so what? Like my man Pat said, get you a video game, man. Get you a video game. play some live or whatever the case is. I said live. Wow. Who remember live? NBA live back in the days. Whew. That's what me and my niggas used to do. No Diddy. Like, if niggas wasn't partying, niggas was playing video games, bro. For real. And me and my niggas, we used to really run the streets of Harlem. No cap. There used to be like 10, 15 of us in my day, man. Real talk. But we was doing good. We was doing good in Harlem. We wasn't gang banging or nothing like that. Like, and a lot of my dudes, a couple of my dudes was affiliated with, Cam and all of them. But yeah, that party stuff, bro, you don't need no party, man. Chill in the crib, relax. You know what I mean? Read a book, watch a movie, eat some good food, and live to see another day. Get you a degree or something. Pick up a trade. Like, you ain't missing nothing, beloved. And you don't even want to meet it. And the worst place to meet a woman is in a club or at a party. You understand what I'm saying? You know why? Because if you meet a girl at a party, you know what she gonna be doing half the time? She gonna be partying. And what you gonna be like, yo, babe, like what you doing? I'm going partying tonight. I missed this topic, but it's balling bigger than old boy. Yeah, man, that balling is definitely bigger than old boy. Balling is definitely bigger than old boy. Old boy was a big record. Old boy was definitely a big record. But that balling joint, like that, everybody was balling. Like that was the joint, D. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, B. That bowling record was heavy. That joint was heavy. No Diddy. No Diddy. Like that's how that brought up. That's why Jim is where he at right now, because of that one single. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we had a short debate about was Ballin' bigger than Feel So Good, Mace song. That lasted but after some research, I think Feel So Good. Yeah. So I came to, Feel So Good was a big record. I think Feel So Good had a bigger impact on the industry too. Yeah. Oh boy, it wasn't all of that. It was a good song because it broke a couple of records or whatever. Because what happened was, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Oh Boy hit the pop charts too, not just hip hop. Because that's when, I think that's when Cam first got with Rockefeller, and they was like really really getting busy with the people in the pop departments and the different departments of Universal Def Jam. So they was definitely making sure white teenage girls right now. Yeah. Feel So Good. That joint. Yeah, that joint hit different. You put Feel So Good on, like, chicks gonna love that. Chicks gonna love that, B. For real. Like, bro, yeah, we gotta bring that old Harlem back. That old every Bronx, Queens, like, you know what I mean? Just the old New York back, man. When niggas had love, man. You know? Real. For real, B.